Okay, I got a really good, useful one. Okay, this one is opportunity cost, and they use this in talking about business and economics a lot. Okay, so hang on a second. All right, so let's say, can you see this guy in this picture right here? Okay, he's sitting there and he's waiting for somebody to show up, and that person doesn't show up. That person flaked off and did something else. Flake means to not do what you say you're going to do. Flake, right? That's another idiom or another slang expression. Okay, anyway, so this person is waiting there, and whoever they were going to meet, even if it was a guy or a girl or whatever, they don't come. So he's waiting, and so he contacts the person and says, "Well, that's really dirty. You know, you didn't show up." And that person texts back and says, "Well, it's not a big deal. It only cost you a cup of coffee." And he says, "No, there was a big opportunity cost that it cost me. I was trying to meet you and you know keep our promise, but there was a big opportunity cost because I could have gone hiking, right? And so there was a big opportunity cost. The opportunity cost is the thing that you pass up, which is huge, right?" And then maybe the other person says something stupid like, "Why didn't you go then?" And then you go, because we had a promise, right? So then that's the end of that friendship, or that's the end of that. If it's a male female thing, then that's the last time you're ever going to contact that person. Uh, but there, because of the opportunity cost. Okay, now here's another one. This is a more extreme case. So let's say, for example, um, someone were to take a college program, right? And they spend 4 years getting a degree in that. Let's just imagine, right? In some kind of a special field. And near the end of that program, something happens and they can no longer use that program. So, for example, like, you know, they they have to move and they have to go back to take care of their parent, or maybe some invention, comes onto the market, and that skill that they learned is now obsolete. Or let's say, for example, they learned a programming language. Can't imagine that would take 4 years, but they learn some kind of programming language or technology, and then something new comes on the market, and that is made obsolete. Okay, and let's also imagine that that program was free. Okay, they got some kind of a scholarship or something like that, uh, and yeah, let's just say they learned coal mining technology. Yeah, so they go to school for coal mining technology. And then at the end of that 4 years, the government makes a rule against having any coal mines. Okay? Now they've wasted their time. But that program, let's say, was free. Let's imagine. In some countries, like Germany, for example, education is free. Definitely is not free in the United States. But so this guy, or yeah, let's just say this guy calls his friend and he's complaining, bitching, right? Bitching means to complain. All right, he's bitching to his friend saying, "I spent 4 years, uh, learning coal mining technology, and now I can't even use it." And the friend says, "Well, it's not that big a deal. You didn't pay any money for that. you know. And the guy says, well, it's not that. It cost me a lot because there was a huge opportunity cost. Because I could have gone out to get a regular job in the workforce, making $50,000 a year, and uh, so that staying in that program, it wasn't free. It cost me $200,000. Even though the program was free, there was a huge opportunity cost. The opportunity cost for this guy was he could have gone hiking. He could have met the love of his life on that hike. He could have, seen some kind of special view that he never saw before, right? He could have made another good friend better than the friend that stood him up, right? To stand someone up means to flake or not show. Okay, so opportunity cost. I think I've explained it pretty well, but let's see what I got here. I'll just give you the definition here. The loss of potential gain from other alternatives when one alternative is chosen. Okay, and that goes for any kind of investment. So, that's why employers get so mad when an employee makes a mistake and it costs them productivity, because there's often a big opportunity cost. Okay. This guy is a dating coach. And what he teaches guys that can't get dates how to get dates, right? And what he was talking about was online dating. And what he was basically saying is that it is better to just see the girl that you like in a, let's say, a shopping mall or something like that, and go talk to her. And if she says no, it didn't cost you very much time to do that. But online dating, what did it say? Okay, so let's go back to where he starts talking about online dating.
I spent time matching.
Okay, he's talking about something like Tinder or Bumble or whatever,
Texting or messaging through the app, getting these two girls or things.
Well, he actually had, it's a long story, but he met two girls on Tinder, and one of them was actually what we say, a tranny, or like a lady boy. And so that was, for him, a waste of time because he's a straight male. And the other one was very unattractive. And that's why he said thing.
Putting it in my phone, messaging them, lining up a date. The opportunity cost of that it's immense because...
Okay, so he says the opportunity cost of that is immense, which means very big. And what he's saying is all of the time that he spent, like, he met one girl who, like, misrepresented herself, and, she showed up and she was totally not what she represented herself to be. And then he spent a lot of time that he could have spent just saying hello to a woman on the street, right? So his philosophy is that, going to a nightclub or just, saying hello to a girl in a grocery store is a better alternative because of the opportunity caused by wasting time on apps waiting for a match. Okay. This is just that transcript. Opportunity cost. I think he says it a couple of times here. So there's an opportunity. No, he only says opportunity cost one time. Anyway, so I originally learned this word in like economics class, I think it was. I was an adult before I learned that word. So it's worth explaining, I think. Okay, it could be for anything, any kind of investment or any kind of, even time. So let's say, for example, um, you're two companies, right? And you're going to negotiate some kind of a deal, right? And as it turns out, one of the companies is sort of like a time waster, right? They come to this meeting and this person makes an unreasonable offer, okay? And so they say, okay, well, no, we're not going to do that, right? But setting this meeting up and everything cost a couple of weeks, and this team of negotiators were just trying to make an unreasonable offer. The deal falls out, and so this team is talking about these son of a bitches on this team, right? And one guy says, well, it didn't cost us very much because they flew over to our company. And the boss says, no, there was a huge opportunity cost because it was a big thing, and we could have taken that time and used it to make some kind of other $1 million deal, right? So anyway, opportunity cost, useful word. Okay, I will talk to you on the next idiom.